Modern technology increasingly is part of everyone's everyday life. People all around the world use the latest gadgets and internet connections to communicate and do business. Yet, with such convenience and high-tech connectivity come risks. So-called cyber attacks, once aimed mainly at national secrets and technological developments, that is changing. Federal Bureau of Investigation Director Robert Mueller says more and more cyber attacks take a wider aim.
As the global economy integrates, many cyber threats now focus on economic or non-government targets, as we have seen with the recent cyber attack on Google. Targets in the private sector are at least as vulnerable as traditional targets, and the damage can be just as great.
The internet search engine firm Google found that out in December when company officials say they detected a highly sophisticated attack that originated in China. Google says the cyber intrusion targeted its intellectual property and that 20 other enterprises, including Yahoo and defense contractor Northrop Grumman, also faced risks. Larry Clinton heads an organization that promotes internet security. He says online businesses face enormous threats.
In the world of cybersecurity, all the incentives favor the attackers. Cyber attacks are currently comparatively cheap. They're comparatively easy to launch. The amount you can steal is enormous. The chances of getting caught are fairly small.
Clinton says that with a nearly unlimited range of targets and defense a generation behind, cyber attacks can cause enormous economic loss.
The situation's extremely serious. Last year, American business probably lost $1 trillion in intellectual property theft. There are billions more that were lost due to downtime, inefficiency, etc.
Randy Vickers is the acting director of the U.S. Homeland Security Department's Computer Emergency Readiness Team. He says one of the biggest challenges with cyber attacks is there is never a single muzzle flash that tells you where the attack originated.
With a cyber event, because there are multiple hop points, multiple places where it could be coming from, you can't say, well, that IP address or that workstation or that host or that website or that technological capability is the last place or the first place it originated from.
Vickers says intent is a key fingerprint that attackers leave behind.
We're trying to understand those types of fingerprints so we can tie back to attribution. But it's long and arduous, and it comes back to what is the intent? Is it a hacktivist? Is it a nation state? Is it a terrorist? Is it just the person out to prove that they can do something like the old days used to be?
President Barack Obama has made cybersecurity a top priority for his administration and lists cyber threats alongside nuclear and other weapons of mass destruction. Last year, he appointed a cyber czar to watch over the nation's networks, from systems that direct planes to those that help Americans pay their bills online. Larry Clinton says that the key to building more security is incentives.
There is a public benefit that would come to everybody if we could substantially increase our cybersecurity. Because even if I do everything to secure my system, if it interacts with your system and you're not secure, the attackers will get into your system and through you get to me.
Clinton says one way to boost cybersecurity is by encouraging smaller companies to do more to protect themselves from attacks by using tax incentives, government contracts, and small business administration assistance. Because as he and other experts note, internet security is only as strong as its weakest link. William Ide, VOA.